Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am, my name is Daniel the Big O, and I'm out here with the Fluffy Poodle. That's right, Mr. Fluffy Bear and his green hair. Did you know that dogs love to be exercised mentally and physically? Having a routine will help work on those two exercises and improve the longevity of your dog. But how does one make a routine? Well, that's what the Fluffy Poodle and I are gonna show you on this video. We're gonna show you how I take the Fluffy Poodle's breakfast right here and hand feed it to him by having him do a couple simple tasks and a little bit of training. We're gonna use a tote, a brick, and a sled to train the Fluffy Poodle this morning. First, we're gonna start really basic. We're gonna send the Fluffy Poodle over to the tote and the place position. Fluffy, place. As soon as he gets there, we're gonna give him a reward. Good boy. And this is how we're gonna feed him his breakfast. After we give him a little reward, we tell him to break and send him to another object that we have. Fluffy, break. Good boy. Fluffy, place. Good. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm putting Fluffy in there over and over during this training session this morning because eventually at the end of the video, I wanna be able to drag him in that sled. So stay tuned to see if the Fluffy Poodle can be able to manage a sled pull. Again, just like that tote, we'll tell Fluffy to break, and then we're gonna send him to this little brick right there. Fluffy, break, place, place. Good boy, good boy. Yes, a little bitty brick like that your dog can be able to place on as long as you do the crawl, walk, run method that we teach on a lot of our videos. Fluffy, break, come, good boy. Don't forget to reward them when they come. You know, little recalls like that is also good for building, confidence and reinforcing clear communication between you and your pup. All right, Fluffy, the next game that we're gonna play is called Back and Forth. I am gonna stand right here, sending the Fluffy Poodle back and forth to these two objects, telling him to touch, which is the front two paws on the object we tell him, and place, which is the all four paws on the object we tell him. Place. Good. Break. Touch. Good. Break. Place, break, place. Good boy. Now, before we get into that sled pull, we gotta reinforce some basic obedience with the Fluffy Poodle. Fluffy, come. Good boy. Fluffy, 6. 6 is watching my back, so my head doesn't have to be on a swivel anymore. Fluffy, heel. Good heel. Fluffy, sit. Good sit. Fluffy, down. Good down. Stand. Good stand, buddy. Fluffy, circle. A lot of people call that orbit, but I call it circle. Circle. Good boy, Fluffy. Fluffy, middle. See, middle is facing forward in between my legs. Good boy, Fluffy. A little bit of that basic obedience will definitely help clear communication again and that bond between you and your pup. But what about that sled pull we told them about a second ago? Well, there's really only one way to find out, and that's by using the crawl, walk, run method that we told you about a second ago. We're gonna crawl by putting the Fluffy Poodle in the sled. Fluffy, place. Good boy. We're gonna feed him a little bit in here. Fluffy, break. And we're gonna build that confidence. Place. Good boy. Fluffy, break. Good. Place. Good boy. Build that confidence when they're in there so he knows that clearly that there is nothing wrong and you shouldn't be scared of that sled whatsoever. After building his confidence in the sled for a little bit, we're gonna move to the next step, which is walk. I'm gonna put Fluffy inside of it. Place. And then I'm gonna wiggle it all around. Good boy. Good boy. I'm gonna reinforce his good behavior while he's inside, letting him know that there's nothing to be nervous about, nothing to be scared about, and it's okay if that thing moves and wiggles. Now it's the third and final step, the run part of my method, where I will tell the Fluffy Poodle to get inside this sled, and then I'm gonna slowly pull it around and reinforce that good behavior with some amazing dog food. Fluffy, place. Good boy, stay. Good boy. Again, crawl, walk, run a little bit, and then a little more, and then a little more. And then give him some more. Good boy. Let's try turning it and going back. And then reward them. Good boy. And then with a lot of training over time, you could be able to pull them really far, just like this. Good boy. Everybody, I think the Fluffy Poodle did amazing, and he deserves the rest of his breakfast, so I think he gets his major reward. Fluffy, eat. And while he's eating his food, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Until next time, you guys know who this is. It's Daniel the Big O with the Fluffy Poodle. That's right, Mr. Fluffy Bear and his green hair. Make sure you guys comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys on tomorrow's episode. Y'all have an amazing day. Bye-bye.